I do think that March is going to start getting a little bit crazy, and it already is getting a little bit crazy. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Closing with Cory podcast, episode number 8. Before I start off, I wanted to say real quick, if you hear any noise in the background and music, I'm getting some work done in my backyard. They're blasting music out there, having a great time, vibing out. I don't have it in me to go back there and say to lower the music a little bit, and it is what it is. I wanted to talk about the market activity for February. I was going through a bunch of articles. I was getting a bunch of information to better educate myself on kind of how the market is looking for 2023. And as I was taking these notes, I was like, this is going to be perfect to add into this last episode of February because I wanted to go over the market activity for February anyway. I wanted to talk about mortgages first. Just so you know, like I always say, mortgages are obviously not my area of expertise. So if you have questions on mortgages, your lender is going to be the perfect person to ask those questions to. They'll be able to go much more in depth than I'll be able to. If you don't have a lender, let me know. I can always refer you to one. First and foremost, my goal is to break down all of this information because I want to be able to hopefully supply the bigger picture and not just like almost like this media headline news. You'll see a lot of this stuff as far as, market is down, market is down, market is down. And there's obviously some truth within that, but there's a lot to kind of unpack with that. And we'll kind of go into a little bit of that this week. Not only are the approved buyers down since last year, but mortgage applications are down 11% from the month of January. So just last month alone, the amount of buyers putting in applications for mortgages are down 11%. And the bigger number is that year to date, it is down 41%. So this time last year, there was 41% more buyers submitting applications. So clearly, if you have less buyers, you're going to have less mortgage applications. But also keep in mind, too, that even from last year, too, a lot of buyers that submitted for an application didn't necessarily even buy a home that year, or some buyers didn't get approved, or if they did get approved, what was going on just didn't work out for them right now. All in all, with all that information taken in consideration, it's down 41% from last year. If there's any positive takeaways that I see is the stabilization of the actual market. Those multiple bid scenarios are still happening, but overall, in general, the market is beginning to stabilize a little bit, which is great. I have some information here for Somerset County, Hunterdon County, and Bucks County. On average, it looks like closings are down about 50% from last year in February. It's a big number. The other thing, too, is as I'm looking within these certain townships within all those counties, for instance, Bridgewater Township is actually down 70% from closings this month than it was from last year. Now, I do think that March is going to start getting a little bit crazy, and it already is getting a little bit crazy. Myself, I have about 5 or 6 different listings that are going to be coming on just within the first 2 weeks of March. I know a lot of the team members have a lot of listings that are coming up. We just listed 5 homes in the last 2 days. March is already gearing up to be crazy. Over this last week, my phone's been ringing even more, and going into March, I feel like there is a lot of positive outlook as far as the sellers that are coming back in, the buyers that are now getting back into the game. I think we're going to see a good beginning of March, and hopefully it's going to take us off into the rest of 2023. Any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Sellers, if you're thinking about this, if you're hearing all this information and percentages and you're like, what the heck is going on, reach out. I'll do a CMA for you. We'll get an idea as far as what the value of your home is, and we'll see if it's going to be best suitable to get listed now. Maybe you want to wait a little bit. Whatever the case is, we'll make sure that we implement at least a plan so you have something in mind. Buyers, same thing with you guys. If you guys have any questions, if all this is kind of getting a little bit exciting for you, reach out. I will connect you to the right lender, and we will get a plan in place for you to become a homeowner before the end of this year. So thank you guys so much. As always, subscribe, continue to watch, do all the fun stuff. Quick one today. I'm hot. I'm hearing stuff all in the background, so I'm a little bit all over the place. I got a special one for you guys next week. I'm going to go into the real estate. I'm going to talk about some misconceptions as far as being in the real estate industry. It's going to be a fun one. And then I have some cool stuff planned for episode number 10. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your week. I'll talk to you soon.